Topic C is on shaded area. So to find shaded area, to find the area of the region between two embedded figures, all you have to do is just subtract their areas. Okay, so in question number 1, it says find in terms of pi the number of square units in the area of the shaded region between the two concentric circles. Concentric means one within the other, with radii of 5 and 8 as shown in the accompanying figure. So I'm going to find the area of the larger circle, so I'm going to call that area 1. I'm also going to find the area of the smaller circle, which I'm going to call area 2, and then I'm just going to subtract them. So to find the area of the larger circle, I'm just going to do pi r squared, which is pi, the first radius is 8, so I get 64 pi. Okay, and then I'm going to find the area of the second circle. So same formula, except it's r2 instead of r1. So I'm going to use 5 instead of 8. So the area of the smaller circle is 25 pi. So what I'm going to do is it's basically like I'm taking the full area and I'm cutting out this piece right here. And the way I cut it out is through subtraction. So my final answer would be 64 pi minus 25 pi. These guys are like terms, I'm allowed to combine them together. So my answer is 39 pi and then square units. Okay, so you just find the two areas and subtract them. So in question number 2, in the accompanying diagram, the length of one side of the rectangle is 8 inches and the width is 6 inches. So that means I'm going to label this here 8 and I'm going to label this here 6. And it says find in terms of pi the number of square inches in the shaded region. So here's where things get a little bit tricky. I need to find the area of the outer region, which is a circle. Okay, so I will use the formula pi r squared. And then I need to find the area of the inner region, which is a rectangle, so I would use base times height. Okay, but in the circle, I don't know what my radius is. I can't say that it's based on this 8 because the radius has to go from the center out. Okay, but it really doesn't matter where it goes out to. So it really could go out right here like that. So if I connect this right here, this is technically the diameter, right? And I can use Pythagorean theorem to figure out this missing side right here. So what I would do is I would do 6 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. All right, so then I would do 36 plus 64 equals x squared. So I would get 100 equals x squared. I can square root both sides, right? Which means that x is equal to 10. So this full length is now 10, which means that my radius from O out is half of that length, so it would be 5. Okay, so now I can go back here and I can say that this area is pi times the radius squared, which is 25 pi. Now, finding the area of the rectangle is super easy. All I have to do is just the base times the height. So I know that the base is 8. I know the height is 6. So it's just 8 times 6, which is 48. Okay, so then all I have to do is take my larger area, subtract my smaller area from it. So I get 25 pi minus 48. Now, these are not like terms because this 48 does not have a pi on it, so this is my final answer. Okay, and we're not going to do question number 3. That's all you have to do for shaded area.